Hi everyone, this is Sri Vignesh, and this is day 7 of sharing my learnings and explaining things in English. So, as I'm preparing for a PL 300 exam, so today's topic is prepare data for analysis with Power BI, and we have successfully completed the get data in Power BI. So, we are moving to the second model, that is clean, transform, and load data in Power BI. So, for this video, I skipped the introduction, and if you want to read the introduction, you can feel free to go to Microsoft website and read the documentation. So our topic for today is shape the initial data. Okay, all right. Let's move to the. So why we want to shape the initial data? Shaping the initial data is nothing but transforming the data. So when we get data from various sources, it will not be very consistent or as we are expected. So we need to make some changes. So that is the motive behind it. And to get started with it, Power BI offers Power Query to exclusively transform data for analysis. And so I'm not going to explain it theoretically. I'm going to uh, practically to I'm going to explain this practically. So for this, I'm going to Power Query. So I have loaded some data set, some product details data set to Power Query to make transformations. Okay, so what is our first step? Identify the column headers and names. So as you can see, there is no proper headers and column names. Here is it column 1, column 2, column 3. So there is no proper column names. Okay, so our first step is completed, and we have checked, and there is no proper headers and columns. So remove the top rows. Okay, so I don't want these 6 rows, right? So it is some data. When the data is recorded, and these are all we don't need for analysis, right? So we can remove these rows. So how to remove these rows? So you can go to home tab and click down arrow from remove rows and remove top rows, and you can enter the number of rows you want to remove. So in my case, I don't want these first 6 rows. Okay, so okay, and yeah, I have successfully removed the top rows, and the steps I'm doing is will be recorded in applied steps. And if you don't want to that step, you can cancel it from here. That is like a control set, that is undo. And so our second step is remove top rows. Oh yeah, we have completed the second step, and promote headers. So here we have product key, subcategory, product new, unit cost. So this is we want this to be our column names. So we can do this by 2 methods. Our first method is you can go to the table icon and use row as headers, and it will promote the headers, first row as headers. And if you don't want that, you can go to home and you can use this for first rows as headers. Yeah, that's it. And have did twice, and it is throwing some error, I guess. And after removing the column, you can promote the headers. Yeah, it is fine now. And you can rename the columns. So in our case, these names are kind of a database name. In database, it doesn't support space, right? So you can't you can't put space between 2 words. So they will use underscore. And in Power BI and Power Query, it allows it is not space sensitive. So you can enter the space for reader to make this more readable. So you can enter. By the way, you can click it twice to rename the column, or you can right click and you can rename it here. And yeah, you can rename all kind of columns which you want to rename. and and remove columns. If you don't want some columns to uh, be part in your dataset, you can remove that as well. And in my case, I'm fine with this. For demonstration, I can do removing the column. Click the column that you don't want, or click the column that you want. suppose if you're there are two options, actually there are two options. So first, this I don't want this column, so I can straight away click this column, and in home tab I can click remove columns, so it will remove. And what if I want one column and remaining columns I don't want? In that case also we can do, like, I want this only unit price column, so I can click down arrow and remove other columns. So it will remove remaining columns that we have not selected. So that's how it works. And in my case, I'm fine with it. So that's it for transforming, basic transformation. And there is another two concept in this video. So let's go unpivot. So unpivoting is a concept that is transform columns in a data set to rows. So converting the wide data into long format. For example, I'll show some example. So this is our data set, and we have the data set that is very wider. So it is by seeing it is wide in length. So I don't want like this. I want a product, month, and the sales amount. So in that case, we can click the values from here. Basically, it will change the columns to rows. So it will longer the table. Okay. So if you click this and go to transform and click unpivot columns. So if you click like that, it will create two values. One is attribute and another one is value. So as we can see before, there is a product, month, and it cost. And now we can see all the details in a single row. So it is more convenient to see the result, and it is very convenient to make analysis also. So here we can change the name, and this is month, and this is sales. Okay. So this is unpivoting. So now let's go to the pivoting. So what is pivoting? Pivoting transform unique values. That is, unique values in a column. So it takes the unique values in a row and make that into columns. So it will unpivoting makes the table longer, and pivoting makes the table wider. So let's see. So this is another data set I created for pivoting. So in this case, I want month and product A and product B sales. Okay. So once I'll explain, you can understand very easily. So I click product and clicking the pivot column, and in values I want sales to be the value, and you can have advanced option. You can also click minimum, maximum, median, whatever you want. So basically pivoting used for aggregation, and also if you have some numerical or integral value in your dataset, you can use to sum up or count it and other kind of aggregate functions. So I click OK here, and as you can see, the month is or separated from this table, and the product A goes up and the product B goes after that. Okay, so before it was not like that. And as you can see, there is month, there are 6 values, but when you pivoted the table, it only gives 3 values. So it takes the unique values from the rows and make the aggregation. So this is the simple concept, and let's see the summarization of pivot and unpivoting table. So basically, unpivoting narrows the table by converting columns into rows. So as you can see, it converts the columns into rows and resulting in the long table format. So but pivot is very opposite to the unpivoting. So table converting unique values, unique row values, that is not every values, that is very unique values. So the table widens by converting unique row values into new columns. So, and pivoting makes the table wider, and unpivoting makes the table longer. So this is the simple explanation or simple definition you need to know. And by reading this definition, you can imagine, and it is very self-explanatory. And if you want to learn more about pivot and unpivot, you can go to YouTube and search. There are many useful videos are there, and you can learn from that. And that's it for today's video. And if you are an expert watching my video, and if you find any mistakes and or misunderstanding, please let me know in the comment section, and I'm open to learn from everyone. Thank you.